This is the exercises overview page. You can navigate here toward on the left in the menu. You choose for exercises and then overview. What you see here is the complete overview of all the exercises we added in the system for you, but also the exercises you added yourself. So when you scroll down, you see the name of the exercise, you see the image, and you see the date when it's added, a total amount, and here you can kind of navigate through the other pages to see the other activities. But there is also a possibility here to search for the activities, or even when you hold your mouse on the name, you see to which sport plans it's actually connected. So you see this sit-ups exercise is only attached to sport plan test. But here you can see, for example, that this one, the sit-up cross, is attached to multiple sport plans. So it's just to give you a quick overview, okay, where's this exercise actually being used? Now, since this is an exercise added by the administrator, you can't delete it again, like what you've seen with the text boxes and stopwatches as well. But what you can do is you can duplicate it. So if you say, okay, I want the sit-ups exercise, but I also want the sit-up exercise where I, for example, explain that they have to use weights. What you can do then is you can click here on duplicate. It creates a copy of the exercise. So we are here now in our current exercise. And we say, for example, 5 kilograms. Add it behind the French and the Dutch one too. And then now here we can save it actually. And then you will see that we have, well, in this case, 3 sit-up exercises even, because this one I already duplicated a couple of days ago. But you see now we have the same exercise multiple times, but with a different title to explain it to the customer. But what we can do is when you click on change, you have here an image editor tool. And when you click on it, you can actually adjust the image a little bit, but you can also add stickers. So in this case, when we mentioned like, okay, it's with 5 kilograms, what we actually can do is we can say, okay, we add like small dumbbells on the side. It's here. So that it's more clear for the user when they see it and they're before they read the name, for example, that, okay, this is the one where we have to use the dumbbells. But also if you say, okay, I don't like the video with this exercise, so the image is fine, the name is fine, but I want a different video, then as well here you can now click on select and upload a different video. And the moment you click on save, the changes are being processed. But this you can only do on your own videos. So at the administrative video, what you see here, where the delete button is not appearing, this one you cannot change the image or the video. The only thing you can do here is give it a different name. So if you say, okay, I don't think this exercise should be called sit-ups, but it should be called something else, you can actually change the name. And then when you use this exercise in your sport plans, your new nickname will overrule the existing name. So that's where you can use it for. Same with the description. So if you want to add a different description with the exercise, you can also do it in here. It will overrule the current one. But for all the other changes, you first have to duplicate the exercise and then you can, for example, change the image. But what we can also do is actually add a new exercise. So this is going to be a completely new exercise. Then what we can do is we can give it a name. So let's call it test again. We can edit or group, but I will talk a little bit about that later. So I focus now mainly on the exercise. And what you can do now is multiple things. So we can say we create an exercise with only an image, so no video. Then here I can say, okay, go to my device. I select a random image. I click on save and it's in there. So now I have an exercise with only an image. You'll see it here as well, like there is no video uploaded. I can still add the video if I want. So I can include in here a YouTube link, or I can upload the video file and then it becomes an activity with an image and a video. But what we can also do is actually upload the video. So if I call this one video, and for example, I click here, I select the video, and now I can choose here the option remove audio from video, because what you see a lot of times is when people record their own videos that they have some background noise, like okay, start, stop. We can already remove this sound for you. So when you would check this box, it will upload the video, it will process the video, and it will remove the audio. So you only have an image video, kind of. And in this case, we don't have to include an image. What it will do is similar what YouTube does. We will grab the first image from the video and use that in here as the activity image. So now I can leave here a small description. This is for the user how to do the exercise, but this is optional, as you see. It's not mandatory. Um, for example, we say sit straight, and then we save it. What you see now here is that this video is not usable yet. It says here it's in queue. This is because we process all the videos in such a way that they work on every kind of device. For example, Apple devices and Android devices, they don't support the same video format. So what we do is, doesn't matter what type of video you upload here, we process the video in such a way that it works for all the devices your customer or yourself use. And this normally takes a while. So it's just in a queue, and the moment our processor starts to run, it will empty the queue and it will start processing the file. So this can normally take up to a couple of minutes. So when you see this, just be patient. It will come. If you go back a couple of minutes later, you will see it's processed. So I think for now this covers the how to add an activity, how to add an activity video. What I would like to show you quickly is the YouTube one. So do I have a YouTube link somewhere? No, give me a moment. So I grabbed the YouTube video, and when I put it here, you will see it automatically is going to search for the image that belongs to the YouTube video. And then in here in small, you can actually play the YouTube video just to see how it looks. But what's good about the YouTube videos is that you can actually upload very big videos. So if you have like a yoga training, for example, which is 2 hours or 30 minutes, it's better actually to grab the one from YouTube than to try to upload the other one here yourself. Because if the video file is too big, you're limited. Because you can see here we're only limited until 75 megabytes. But it's also handy if you want to use existing activity films for in your gym or for at home, that you just grab what is already on the internet and just include it. Because now when I save this, you will see here it's like a normal activity. Our app will treat it as a normal activity, but instead of loading it from our platform, it's actually loading it from YouTube. So it's quite a powerful way to include more exercises. Then we have one more thing, which you see here is the groups. And we talked about it before, like when you make a sport plan, you have these muscle groups in there, but you can add these yourself. So what we can do is we can create a new group, we call it test, and in test we can include exercises. So for example, we include those four, and I include a couple of exercises which we uploaded ourselves, and then I click on save. And what you see here now is that when I go, for example, to the test group, that I only see the exercises I uploaded myself. And the same happens here in the plan. So when I create a new sport plan and I go to select activities, I see here now test, and when I click on test, I only see the exercises I included myself. So this is yeah, I think this is a very strong way to group and categorize your activity so it's easier to search for what you're looking for. So yeah, you can create these yourself. Out of the box, we deliver a couple, but you're free to categorize them all yourself. That's it for the activity pages.